our objective is to become the entry door for Web3, okay, where you have the ownership of your data, but you are able to interact with different web pages.
How does value accrue in a layer 2 world? So Ethereum value is Metcalfe's law and a bunch of other ways of looking at it. But the layer 2s are kind of renting block space from... Do we just have to think of these as entirely separate things? So, or are they interconnected? Does it accrue? I just don't know whether the number of transactions, which you'll have a lot more than the Ethereum chain will have, whether that accrues to you, the Ethereum chain, or I don't know. How are you thinking about it?
Yeah, here obviously tokenomics is one of our challenges, and I think your point is a very valid one. In fact, we are somehow thinking on what should be what we name Polygon 2.0 and possible tokenomics, to somehow create this whole ecosystem. After the discussions that we have had, I mean, basically layer 2, each user, although 0.04, a negligible price, a residual price, will pay for transactions. Okay, that's clear. Then this price, what happens? That with this price, more people wants to become a validator, no? Like in Ethereum, it's very similar, no? Then more people wants to stake a certain amount. In the case of Ethereum, 32 ethers. In the case of matic, we don't have a minimum, but a certain amount of matic, no? And they will receive a yield that is related with the number of transactions according to that. What happens? That if there is more demand because there are more transactions, and at the same time more people wants to become a validator, more people wants to stake tokens, no? Then with these two forces, this is what will help to increase the value of the token of matic, no? In this case, also in our case or in the ZK rollup, we will use Ether also and with this, what will happen? That we will try to increase also the value of Ethereum. Okay, then there is a synergy here between the layer 2 and Ethereum, because at the end we are Ethereum believers and we want to contribute in the development and the security of Ethereum. No? Now, do you remember that there was the merge 6-7 months ago, and these are important things also for us. Then in our case, it's very simple. Also in the future, if someone wants to create a tailor-made app chain, they will need to stake an initial amount of tokens of matic. But if they want to use their own token, if they want to use Ether, if they want to use matic, we are very agnostic on that. Then for us, what is important is to have transactions. And for this reason, the fact that I mean, now we have more than 220 million smart contracts deployed on top of Ethereum. We have 180 million users. And then we are the most used platform thanks mainly to NFTs and DeFi. This is what we want to continue doing, and this is our objective. Bring incumbents, bring the mainstream force to Polygon in order that the token is accruing value through this mechanism that I just explained you.
The Polygon team have been astonishingly good with business development.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, here, I think that Sandeep is the master and commander. I mean, he's one of the 3 Indian guys. And when I am with him, he's unbelievable. And I can tell you, and I hope it doesn't sound in the wrong way, but I think we have brilliant technical guys. I think that what David, Jordi, Brendan, Daniel, and Bobin are doing, JD, is amazing. But after that, what maybe also people is not realizing is that we have an extraordinary BD team. As I said, is led by Sandeep. This guy is everywhere and he's closing deals it's difficult to follow his rhythm, let's say. Also now we hired Ryan that is the president of Polygon Labs, and he's helping a lot also to add some structure, and he's also now helping a lot on the deals. But in the last months and before we had the structure that we have today, the way that Sandeep has created this team, his hunger, his way to onboard as many companies as possible has been outstanding, I should say.
Yeah, because I've not seen as good BD. The two best BD teams I've seen really are you guys and Solana, where you struck big deals with big people, while a lot of others haven't managed to do that. And it's incredible to see. I mean, it's obviously, the fact that Polygon is a great product, it's very fast, it's very efficient, it's an easy sell as well.
No, well, I think that here there are some deals that are more to give visibility, if you want. Sure. I mean, they are important, no? But Starbucks, at the end, what is showing to the world that we are able to create a loyalty program on top of Polygon, no? That it's very basic. The Disney Accelerator also deal. Also, but at the same time, I mean, we are trying to bring, obviously, all the ones related with DeFi and gaming. I mean, the major part of the games are on top of Polygon. I mean, we are one of the big players there, no? But also, maybe they are not so famous, no? But also the case of Reddit. The case of Reddit, by the way, was really organic. It was we were a little bit surprised also internally because it was more the community that decided to mint the NFTs on top of Polygon, which is great news, no? I mean, we had some discussions, but this one is really, really organic.
And that's a really big thing, I think. People don't really understand. I've been following this because I've got this other business, Science Magic Studios. I think we're speaking to you guys already on a bunch of things. And I've said, look, Reddit is the prime example of how to do this carefully and well for somebody who's not native in the Web3 space. I think it was brilliant.
Yeah, for us, it has been a great use case, but maybe also when I joined, because coming especially from the banking world, no, what I tried is to onboard all these incumbents, no, all the financial institutions. And here, maybe we did an experiment we did a POC in Singapore with JP Morgan. And there, during a fair, we issued a CBDC, or a stable coin, and it was able to be traded during this fair and to spend according to certain venues, which was great. And I can tell you that now we see a lot of movement or a lot of traction in asset tokenization. I think that's very important. Payments, data management. That's something that maybe people doesn't realize, but the way how you monetize the data of your users, how you provide a better service to them without disclosing the data, that is very powerful. And as I was saying, this loyalty and rewards program, I think that's very powerful. It's something that is coming. Obviously, as you were saying, we can speak also about the deal with Meta, the deal with Stripe. These are giving us a lot of visibility. They are great, and we are very proud. I mean, with the Meta team, I was also heavily involved, and they are very nice guys, nothing bad to say about them. But for me, it's more what is hidden below the surface, what is coming, and I think it's very powerful.
Now, you've spoken to the financial institutions. We talk about Singapore. I just had Sopnendu Mohanty on again, who's the Chief FinTech Officer, lovely guy, and he kind of really understands this. And he's blown away by India, where the rest of your guys are, where there's a huge revolution going on. But you've dealt with a lot of the financial institutions. Where are they in thinking about, we're seeing some people putting some assets, testing it out, but really the whole securities industry, the derivative industry, all of this should be on chain. And yes, where are you when you have those conversations? Because I know there's a team at NASDAQ looking to this. There's a team at the London Stock Exchange, but nobody's moving. And Australia just stopped their project.
Exactly. No, precisely. Well, 1 hour ago or 2 hours ago, I was one of the top 5 big banks, I can tell you, and the use case was this one on options and derivatives.
Yeah.
Because it's
NFTs.
So obvious. Exactly. I mean, it's so obvious.
OTCs are NFTs. Just change the name.
Totally. Exactly. I mean, it's what I told them. I mean, obviously, you are the masters. You are the ones who know the product, but we have the technology. I mean, we can help you with NFTs. We have the platform. Also, we're speaking that maybe we can create a super net or a zk rollup specific for them. I mean, we have everything. But also, I mean, in the last year, I can tell you that I have spoken with a lot of regulators, with a lot of uh, the question for the financial institution is precisely that, no? Is the regulation. I mean, they are very, very scared, and especially, and you know that better than me, I mean, after 2008, all of them are very scared.
We hope you enjoyed the video. At Real Vision, we help you understand the complex world of finance, business, and the global economy with in-depth analysis from real experts. Join the revolution at realvision.com.